it. Clear blue water, good place to fish. Swamp cabin palms, let's cook them up. Four-wheel riding in my pickup truck. Airboat swamping in the middle of the night. Beer drinking till the morning light. Cost what you want, you may think it's funny, but in Florida that's what we call country.
The river floating might throw out a line. Open up the top to that old coat shine. Mutton by day, then fire by night. Got them wings on the grill and them old Miller Lights. The Georgia peaches make a cobbler. The T-Town party gon' make you holler. That's what we do, you ain't gotta agree. But here in Georgia, that's what we call country. So let's yeehaw, y'all, have a good time. Waylon, Johnny, and Patsy Cline. Dogs will bite, the gators will chomp. Get along with this damn song. Dirt road riding or ocean blue. Black horse picking is what we like to do. It don't matter if it's Florida or GA. But us, that's what we call country. Disagree when it comes to dogs and gators on TV. Drinking beer or drinking that whiskey. Both love the girls that like to get frisky. We're from different towns and different states. Can count all the hell that we like to raise. Beach bonfires while listening to Merle. Or drinking sweet tea with a Georgia girl. Poor or rich, we don't care about money. The cat-head biscuits taste good with that honey. It don't matter if it's Florida or GA. But us, that's what we call country. So let's yeehaw, y'all, have a good time. Waylon, Johnny, and Patsy Cline. Dogs will bite, the gators will chomp. Get along with this damn song. Dirt road riding or ocean blue. Back horse pig is what we like to do. It don't matter if it's Florida or GA. But us, that's what we call country. But us, that's what we call country.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flagging, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime habit. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. boots on a long neck. Drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak. And I'm smiling 'cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst or two and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you.
Her name is Shayna G. That is our Friday anthem song. It is called Hello Friday. We're glad it's here, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? Get you ready for the weekend, and we've got the best in new country to do it. And David Michael kicking off the show tonight. What We Call Country was the title of that song. What I call country is what I can say new country's best behind every song that I'm going to play tonight. Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I am broadcasting live from Springfield, Missouri, the historic birthplace of Route 66, and we're going to have a great time tonight on the radio. I've got 3 hours of the best in new country music loaded up for you, and a couple of young, talented artists that I'm going to interview tonight. Trip Hamby is going to join me in the bottom half of this first hour. Then in hour number 2, Billy Joe Jones from Texas will be with me as well. You're going to enjoy the stories behind the songs and lots of great country music on the radio. You may hear something you've never heard before on the radio, but all of the artists that we're playing tonight, we're sending out to 11 radio stations around the country and around the world. So let's give them a big shout out and thank you for playing the show. We've got great ones on board like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, down to roadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Tailgate Country Radio from Canada, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, and Hot and Funky Radio. We are also on KWradio.com, and you can check the Tim Kelly Show out on all the major streaming services like iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, Apple Podcasts. Just search the Tim Kelly Show, and you too will be listening to what I call new country's best. The band Chamberlain is up next. They're making their radio debut on the program tonight. This is called Consider It Done on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, new country's best on New Music Friday.
Can't build Rome in a day, in a week or a year. Can't make the blind see or make a deaf man hear. Can't part the waters or speak in tongues. But anything for you, consider it done. Don't have the remedy for the common cold. Those kind of miracles are out of my control. Don't have the
anything for you, consider it done. Consider it done if you want me to leave. Consider it done if you want me to bleed. Consider it done, whatever you need. But if that's the way you want it, then consider it done. Won't break your heart, won't tell you lies. I won't let you down or make you cry. If you're looking for devotion, then I'm the one. 'Cause anything for you, consider it done. Consider it done if you want me to leave. Consider it done if you want me to bleed. Consider it done, whatever you need. But if that's the way you want it, then consider it. Consider it done if you want me to leave. Consider it done if you want me to bleed. Consider it done, whatever you need. But if that's the way you want it, then consider it done. Consider it done. Then consider it done.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Down the dusty roads where the dreams were sold, strumming our guitars across those honky-tonk bars. We painted the town with our very own sound under neon lights, night after night. In the song, our journey in the sweet refrain, a melody of memories like an old freight train, playing our music from town to town in the heart of the country when the sun goes down. Picking and grinning under starlit skies, chasing melodies where the heart never lies, with travel roads through highs and lows, good days and bad, for times that we had. In the song of our journey, in the sweet refrain, a melody of memories like an old freight train, playing our music from town to town in the heart of the country when the sun goes down. Guitar strumming like a prairie wind, with every note a new memory begins.
That is a brand new single from my good friends from Canada. They are Rick and Val, a great married couple, and that is called Heart of the Country. That's exactly where I'm at in this country, in the United States, the historic birthplace of Route 66, broadcasting live in Springfield, Missouri, and live on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I am also live on my TikTok account. Come over there and say hello. You'll get to see me and a brand new shirt that I'm wearing. Got my profile picture on it. That is at Tim Kelly on air over there on TikTok, and I'm also live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio as well. How about this next talented young lady? Her name is Jaden Riley. She works with the good sponsors of mine, Clarksville Creative Sound. This is called Little Hearts, and you can check out the video to it on my TV channel. That is ICTV Indie Country Television, also on my website. Little Hearts, Jaden Riley on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
First day in school for the new kid in town. He's off by himself on the playground, all alone. The boys are playing ball. He tries to join in. He says, I'm a good shortstop, but they just laugh at him. So he goes home. He says, Mama, I hate it here. Then he runs to his room, then cries a million tears. Little hearts break too. They feel pain just the same as grown-ups do, just in smaller pieces. Little hearts break too. Then there's little Lisa from the wrong side of the tracks. The girls make fun of her clothes when they talk behind her back. They don't see her cry. In a ragged old coat and holes in her shoes, she tries to blend in with the crowd. That's impossible to do. There's nowhere to hide. She's too young to understand, and it hurts her mom and dad, who do the best that they can. Little hearts break too. They feel pain just the same as grown-ups do, just in smaller pieces. Little hearts break too.
listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
If I could go back to those bushfire summer nights, 6 years old was way too old to need training wheels on your bike. And the pink sunset melted the heart and soothed the mind. 'Cause at 8 years old your only worries were getting caught up past your bedtime. And the evening breeze cooled the summer air. Can't tell you how much I want to be there. I miss the old times before bad decisions lasted your whole life. I didn't wonder which path was wrong or was right. When love was in the family, their hearts were all pure and true. I miss the days when the world wasn't so damn cruel. I know there's more than bitter tears and angry fights back when there was more sand on the beach than in my mind. Hurtful words could be taken back by a simple I love you, back when that was true. I miss the old times before bad decisions lasted your whole life. I didn't wonder which path was wrong or was right. When love was in the family and their hearts were all pure and true. I miss the days when the world wasn't so damn cruel. I miss the old times before bad decisions lasted your whole life. I didn't wonder which path was wrong or was right. When love was in the family and our hearts were all pure and true. I miss the days when the world wasn't so damn cruel. I miss the days when the world wasn't so damn cruel.
That is a talented young gentleman on the radio tonight. His name is Tyler Salzman. Tyler Salzman Music is where you can find him, and the song is called Go Back. I love that one. Thanks for sending it to me, my friend. I'm going to be interviewing a talented young gentleman after this next song. His name is Trip Hamby. He's going to be with us on the Tim Kelly Show, and you're going to get to hear his songs and the story behind them as well. Let's play this next one from a great singer and a great songwriter. He's written many hits for other folks as well. His name is Tommy Carlos. This is called Lessons on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a New Music Friday.
A bully won't stop till you stand up to him. You ain't gonna win if you plan on losing. Sometimes a curse can be a blessing. So wait your turn and learn your lessons. Don't hold a grudge, it'll make you bitter. Don't think that money's gonna make you richer. And happiness ain't about possessions. Crash and burn and learn your lessons. You can't win them all. You can't change your past. Don't take for granted what you got. Don't always have some faith, make the most of every day. 'Cause it could all be over in a second. Don't miss a day with your old man fishing, or a cup of coffee in your mama's kitchen. 'Cause life is short and time is precious. Sometimes it hurts to learn your lessons. You can't win them all, you can't change your past. Don't take for granted what you got. Don't always want what you don't have. Take some chances, have some faith, make the most of every day. 'Cause it could all be over in a second. Don't break her heart if you know you love her. Don't let her leave 'cause you're too damn stubborn. 'Cause she'll move on and you'll regret it. Hold on to her and learn your lessons. Every choice has consequences. Take it from me and learn your lessons.
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday, and I'm excited to play new music from this next gentleman and do a great radio interview. His name is Trip Hamby. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the show tonight. I appreciate the time.
Yes, sir. Been looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I want to thank Crystal McMinn, and she is with Murraytown Entertainment, and she booked this interview with you, and she's sending me some talent. You've got it, my friend.
Well, thank you. Thank you. She's awesome. She's doing a lot of work for a lot of people, and she really does. She's worth it.
Absolutely. I interviewed another one of her artists, Chris Nelson, here not too long ago, and I guess you guys have heard or know each other kind of too, so.
Yes, sir.
That's good stuff. You are from a town called Prosperity, South Carolina. Born and raised there?
I was born in Spartanburg, but yes, sir, I grew up in Prosperity. Yes, sir.
Okay. I see you went to school, Mid-Carolina High School. I'm not sure. Is that in Prosperity too?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And it looks like you might be a Clemson Tiger fan in that sweatshirt you're wearing.
I am. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. I love that. I love sports too. And, when I got into broadcasting, I always wanted to do something in sports, maybe play-by-play or whatever. But it was that 90s country when I lived in southeast Oklahoma that got me wanting to do country radio, and I've been doing it ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But these independent artists like you and the ones that these promoters like Crystal and others send me the music, I think it's better than what Mainstream Nashville's putting out, and I'm sure you might agree with that because you're one of those folks.
Yeah, mainstream it's hard to get in that clique, but there's a lot of people out there that's really paying their dues and have a lot of talent.
Yeah, absolutely. And so how did music start for you, and specifically country music? Because for a young gentleman like yourself, there's a lot of genres out there that you could pick from, but why country music for Trip Hamby?
Country music is something I grew up with. As a kid, riding in my dad's truck or my mom's car, it was always Rodney Atkins and Gary Allen and that kind of thing. And then my dad was a huge George Jones fan, and I picked up on that, and Travis Tritt and Keith Whitley. And so just growing up, I kind of grew with country music as it evolved. And when the time came for me to pick up my first guitar, that just came naturally to me.
That is awesome. George Jones did this song that they play at one of the theaters that I used to do my show over at in Branson here. And, Who's Gonna Fill Their Shoes is the song. And you're one of those artists that are doing it.
Man, I hope so. I do. I really do.
Absolutely. Your song, She Glows, is great. We're going to play that. And you've even made me some radio liners for it. And I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. That was fun to do. Those were my first set of radio liners. So I hope they turned out well.
Man, you did a great job. Those are great. So you got a future doing those if you want. I'm friends with a lot of voiceover artists that you hear on radio and TV, and it is great to have your voice in the world of country music.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You mentioned some other talented artists, Travis Tritt, Keith Whitley. Boy, it doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No, sir. Keith Whitley and Travis Tritt. Those are probably my two favorite artists. To if I'm at home and I'm playing my music or I'm in the truck, that's normally what I'm listening to. If it's not the newer.
That is awesome. I got to meet Jesse Keith Whitley, Keith Whitley's son and Lori Morgan's son. He lost his dad when he was about 2 years old, so never really got to know him, but he knows now the history of his music. And we lost Keith Whitley in 1989, and it still resonates with folks. I mean, that's probably before you were born. So, and I say that for the young females. They tell me Patsy Cline influenced them all the time, and I think that is just so neat that their music stands the test of time.
Yes, sir. And music is the one thing that I think will never die.
Yeah, and that's where you want to be, isn't it? People talking about your music 20, 25 years from now.
It's so cool to imagine that, someone like me, little old guy from Prosperity, is able to put something that'll hopefully be out there forever.
Yeah.
It's like a library full of stuff that is only going to ever be connected back to me and can maybe inspire somebody else.
Absolutely. And that's the goal, isn't it? Is to help other people. Music is therapy, and I've talked to a lot of artists that are actually, they've taken those courses in college or they do that for a living aside from music, is called music therapy. And it is that for folks. And it's that way for you too when you're on stage, I'm sure, isn't it?
Oh, yes, sir. Music is therapy, 100%. I've always told people, they ask me why do I do it, and it's just if there's one person out there who really resonates with my music and it helps them forget about something or help them get through something, it's worth it.
Right. Speaking of your music, it is your music because it says in the little thing that I looked at that you write all of your songs. So I love talking about songwriting. I think that's a talent. It's one I don't have, but you definitely have it in this song She Glows and a couple of others that we're going to play for the folks tonight. We'll talk about those here in just a little bit, but how did songwriting come about for you? You remember your first song that you wrote and how old you were maybe or something?
I think the first time I started songwriting, I want to say I was 15 maybe, and just like anything you ever start doing, when you first start, you're not very good. Uh-huh. And I don't remember my first song off the top of my head, but I remember it not being worth going back to.
Yeah. Put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
So now tell me about your writing style. Is it an idea in your head? Is it something that somebody says? Are you lyric based, or do you have to hear the hook and the melody first, or what?
Sometimes a lot of people ask me that question, and sometimes it's kind of like the Hank Williams approach, and it's 15 minutes and I've got something I'm proud of, but other times it takes months, to really put something together.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I think about ideas and sayings that people say, and sometimes you want to really tell a story, and it just depends.
Yeah, absolutely. So that brings up the first song that we're going to play tonight. It's a simple title, and I see a lot of these, and I never know what it's about until I ask the artist. She Glows. Tell us about this one.
Well, it's not about radiation. She Glows is a song that was I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and he's actually a girl, and she was talking about this guy she was talking to, and she was talking about how he glue, how he was a little bit different. And I thought to myself, I could put my own spin on that, and write a song about how if there was this girl that was so different, she just kind of glows. And that's how the idea came about.
That is neat. I see people around, especially the 4th of July at these different parades and everything that they do, or fireworks shows. They put those glow sticks around their necks. My daughter's done it. I've flinged a couple of those around, and stuff like that, so we all glow in doing that. But maybe a bride on her wedding day, she's got that special glow. So there's a lot of ways that could have went, and I love your take on it too.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. So let me ask you this now. Putting this to music, 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Where did you go to record this song?
I went to Murraytown Entertainment, and I sat down with someone I worked with before. I sat down with Tom Taylor, who has recorded and produced all of my music, and he's the first person I called when I decided I wanted to do some recording, and we sat down and we put it together.
That is awesome. Now, you taught me something today. I did not know Murraytown Entertainment had their own recording studio or facilities. I thought they were just like a PR firm or something like that. It had found me and started reaching out to me. So that's awesome. Now, and I said this a lot too. There's a lot of other places around the country, and I'm sure you'll agree, other than Nashville, Tennessee, and Music City, where you can still make great music with the technology that we have today, huh?
Yes, sir, definitely. Nashville's great, and that's awesome. And the people that have the opportunity to go there and record, that is wonderful. But it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money, and there's a lot of people out there who don't have that opportunity, and they should still be given a platform to create great music.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit more about Trip Hamby, and are you a full-time musician? Do you go to college right now, or what?
No, sir. I would say I'm about 75% full time. I play when I can. I record when I can, but I do work part time. I do have another job to kind of help me out.
Okay, awesome. And Mom and Dad, what do they think about you wanting to be a country music singer and do something in the world of country music? I'm sure they support you 150%.
Oh, for sure, 100% support me. Of course, when you first tell your parents that's what you want to do, they kind of like, why don't you want to go be a doctor or something? But like they came around and they understand.
Absolutely. Now, do you have any siblings? And if so, are they musically inclined like you, or maybe play with you in your band or anything like that?
I do have two sisters. One not so much musically inclined. She danced a lot, so I was always around music. And then the other one played in the marching band. So I mean, it's kind of runs through the family, I guess.
Okay. She played in a marching band. So what band would have been for the South Carolina home team there at high school, or what?
Yes, sir. She played at the high school marching band. Yes,
awesome. Now, bring that point up again. In school, did you take any music lessons, or did you learn to play guitar by yourself, or what?
Well, I did not learn. I taught myself how to play guitar, but I was taking a world music class, and my teacher, Miss Bridges, it was a really interesting class because you got to see a lot of different cultures from around the world, and that's when I kind of started to write. And I don't know if it had anything to do with it or it was just kind of coincidence.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome. And I'll tell you what, there is so much talent out there, and I'm sure you'll agree. I don't know if you've ever had any aspirations to do any of these talent competitions like NBC's The Voice. That season just wrapped up not too long ago. I play a lot of those artists that were on Blake's team when he was doing it, and then now they're on Reba's team for mostly the country ones. Gwen Stefani will get one here and there, and Kelly Clarkson, some of those other coaches. But have you ever wanted to audition with any of those, or maybe you have for American Idol or something like that?
I did. I got my name on a waiting list for American Idol one year, and I got to the point where I had to send in the virtual audition, and I just didn't think I was ready yet, and so I pulled out.
Okay.
And I'm glad I did that because I think at the time I would have done that, I wasn't ready.
Yeah. You're ready now, aren't you?
I would say so, yes, sir.
What if they ask you to do a cover song? What one would you pick? Because that's what they are on The Voice, and that really is a neat process to put your heart and emotion into somebody else's words, because that's what they're looking for, isn't it?
Yes, sir. And if there was one song that I would cover that I would want to bring to the forefront of other people, but I'd also just love the song to sing it, it'd have to be "Astronaut" by Wyatt Flores.
Okay. I did not expect to hear that. I love it. You never know what you're going to hear when you ask these questions.
Yes, sir.
His name is Trip Hamby. We're going to play She Glows, and then we're going to come back and talk about another interesting title in a song called I've Upgraded. I wonder what that's about. On the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this New Music Friday.
Life is full of colors, this I know. And I've seen every one on the rainbow. This one girl, she has a special color. It's unique and different from all the others. She don't know that she glows, a bright gold like the angels in my dreams, and like snow falling on top of those trees. She's the purest thing that I'd ever seen.
shade of gold. One glance and it puts me in a chokehold. And I remember everything she says. I hope that she won't mind my neck glows red. She don't know that she glows. And bright gold like the angels in my dreams. And like snow falling on top of those trees. She's the purest thing that I'd ever seen. Her eyes remind me of the sky. And that auburn hair looks like a sunrise. Don't you get me started on her smile. 'Cause everything about her drives me wild. She don't know that she glows. A bright gold like the angels in my dreams. And like snow falling on top of those trees. She's the purest thing that I'd ever seen. She's the purest thing that I'd ever seen.
His name is Trip Hamby. That is called She Glows, and you just heard the story behind it. What a fantastic song. And you're not only a great songwriter, but you're a pretty good singer as well.
I try to be. I appreciate that.
Yes, you are. And at what point did you know you had that talent? Somebody tell you needed to sing? Was it your dad, mom, somebody like that? Or did you just want to take a chance and try it?
It was a group effort. I mean, I was kind of playing guitar and singing a little bit, and I never thought too much about it until people were kind of like, you might want to do this in front of people. And so I got my first gig and made my first little bit of money, and then it's just downhill from there. I guess uphill.
Awesome. Yeah, it's all uphill, isn't it? Yeah. Hopefully it'll turn to downhill. It'll be easy after that, huh? But it is. It's not easy getting started and getting people to recognize your music and who you are. But we're going to make it easy for you tonight. We're putting you out on 10 radio stations around the country and around the world.
That's awesome. Thank you.
It is awesome with one push of the button. Now, so let's go back in time just a little bit. How long have you been singing?
I think I learned to play guitar in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
When school shut down with COVID, I found myself like with nothing to do. And so I taught myself to play guitar, and I probably taught myself in probably 3 or 4 months and I got my first gig, I want to say like December of 2019.
Wow.
And from there, yes, sir.
That is awesome. So you've had probably 5 good years of doing this. 75% full-time musician. That is great. And, and we talked about that pandemic. That happened to me, too. I had to step away from radio for a little bit because nobody was really out doing any live shows with that lockdown we were in. And so it was hard to talk about that in radio interviews, but they were sure writing and recording a lot of music, and it kept coming into my email, and I'm like, wow, this is good. This is good. I got to get back into radio and put this out there. So that's what I keep doing, and I love doing it. Now, we talked off the air a little bit, too, about the year that you've had in South Carolina. This Hurricane Helene came through, and you said it in some areas there it looked apocalyptic. Man, I'm sure glad that all of that is over and done, hopefully for this year. But, yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yes, sir. I mean, like you heard me say earlier, it was like the world stopped for a couple days. There were trees down and houses that had damaged and cars were damaged and everyone was in a frenzy to get, your essentials. And it was something I don't think you could ever prepare for.
Yeah. And, as bad as those situations were, and folks that have listened to this program for any length of time know mine, I was in that F5 Joplin, Missouri tornado back in 2011. Same situation, and it happens in a matter of seconds, I'm telling you, with almost 300-mile-an-hour winds. They think that might have been the first ever F6 tornado. It was that powerful. But has anything good or going to be coming out of it in the fact that give you any kind of ideas for songs that you might want to write to help other people later on down the road or something?
Of course, I went and saw a show a couple years ago by a guy named Jake Hoot, who won The Voice years ago.
I've got his music. I play him.
And he wrote a song called Tennessee Strong about how after a tornado came through and how the community really rallied together. I haven't really sat down and put anything together, but the inspiration and the idea is always there.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much going on in the world away from the news and everything like that we see. I try not to watch it. There's just so much going on that I love doing this 3-hour escape is what I call it, where folks can tune in here, hear some great country music, get to meet a nice gentleman like you through the radio airwaves, and, experience something they've never really experienced before in the world of country music. And that's why I love doing this independent thing.
For sure. It's definitely any way I think you can help people escape and just take a break is always needed.
And speaking of doing the independent thing and working with Murraytown Entertainment and all of that, you probably still have the freedom to be the artist that you want to be, write the songs that you want to make and that resonates with folks, or you feel that's going to resonate with folks. And, be Trip Hamby, and there's nothing better than that, huh?
Yeah, that's one thing that my label and the people around me have 100% supported is that I've gotten myself to this point. There's no need to be somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what this show or this town here in Branson, has done a lot. They do a lot of tribute shows here. And I do this show out of Branson to bring the original music to this town and the rest of the world, of course. But, George Jones has already been done. George Strait, Keith Whitley, all of that stuff. There's a lot of tribute shows here is what I'm trying to say. There's Michael Jackson, there's Elvis, there's all these others. But the original music only comes through programs like this, and that's why I love doing it, because it's something new, it's fresh, and you get to hear the story behind all these great songs.
Yes, sir.
How about this next one called I've Upgraded? What's this one about?
We talked a little bit earlier about Travis Tritt. This is a huge inspiration on this song. One of my favorite songs, and something I'll scream to the top of my lungs to the day I die is "Here's a Quarter." I love the song. I love how it's a different outlook on a breakup. There's lots of breakup songs about people being hurt, but Travis really put a spin on it of like, no, I think I'm doing a little bit better. And so I kind of took that idea, and the title "I've Upgraded" is talking about, even though you left me, I'm doing better.
That's awesome. I love that. I grew up when you used to have to put a quarter in a phone to get it to work. So I'm showing my age a little bit. I'm not going to ask you yours, but you're an up-and-coming young man, and it has been a pleasure having you on the program. Another song we're going to play to kick off the top of the next hour is called "Runaways." Let's tell this one real quick, too.
Yes, sir. "Runaways" is that was one of those songs that I wrote in probably 15 minutes.
Wow.
I was on a phone call with a friend of mine, and she was really talking about how she was stressed out and things weren't going the way she wanted. That she just wanted to run away. And it's like the light bulb went off, and I just grabbed a pen and a paper and started putting some things down, and that's what came from it.
Wow. Amazing. That's 4 minutes and 34 seconds, and I love how you wrap that up and tell these great stories.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was telling you off the air, I also have a TV channel. It's called Indie Country Television, so if you ever make a country music video, be sure to hit me with that YouTube link, and we'll blast that out all over the world for you.
Yes, sir, will do.
You are welcome. Pleasure to have you on the program tonight. It's our first interview, but I guarantee it won't be our last because you're just getting going, and I love keeping up with you guys and your careers, and it's been a pleasure to watch that over the last 12, 13 years. Where can folks find Trip Hamby if they want to reach out and find you on social media, give you a like and a follow, and keep up with your music?
You can find me all of my socials. I have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me at triphamby_music. I do cover content. I do original content. Sometimes I do like day in the lives or a sneak peek on something I'm working on. So if you want to be in the loop about what's going on or what I got upcoming, that's the place to be.
Wow, man, that sounds cool. A day in the life. That's got to be interesting right there, huh?
Yeah, sometimes it might be a sneak peek of something I'm working on or a little clip of me writing something. It just depends on the day.
Boy, them teasers get me going. I'll tell you what, especially if you put a teaser of your next release and it's only like 30 seconds. I'm like, man, I want to hear this whole song. I got to get this one.
You can't have just one bite.
That's right. I love it. Trip Hamby, you have been fun to talk to, young man. Keep doing your thing, and we'll see you on the radio, as we say around here.
Alrighty.
You bet. And have a very Merry Christmas, too. We're just 5 days away from it by the time this airs. So have a great Christmas, and we'll probably talk next time, being 2025. Have a Happy New Year as well.
Yes, sir. Hopefully my Tigers can get it done tomorrow in Austin. But
there you go. Absolutely. Go Clemson. I've upgraded. His name is Trip Hamby on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Well, I didn't mean to start a problem, but I guess you wanted me to stay on rock bottom. But now you're getting mad 'cause people are saying that I've upgraded. Yeah, I'm better on. Yeah, it's kinda like getting a new truck after wrecking your own shit box. And I guess it's worth the price that I'm paying, 'cause I've upgraded. Because I begged and pleaded for you to stay, but you kept on walking the other way. And now that I've outgrown the games you're playing, hey, I've upgraded. Yeah, I'm better on. Yeah, it's kinda like breaking your old one and getting a brand new phone. And I guess it's worth the price that I'm paying, 'cause I've upgraded. Yeah, I've upgraded. I'm better off. Yeah, it's kinda like getting a new truck after wrecking your own shit box. And I guess it's worth the price that I'm paying, 'cause I've upgraded. Hell, it's kinda like when Drew got hurt and Brady started playing, 'cause I've upgraded.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Man, I'm tired of this place. I'm starting to feel so out of shape. Yeah, my love's so far away. Yeah, I can't wait for the day we'll be runaways, runaways.
make us wanna leave. Yeah, no one can know where we would go. It's gotta stay between you and me, 'cause we'll be runaways, runaways. We'll ride off into the sun. Wouldn't tell anyone. Just two lovers on the run. Doesn't that sound like fun? Being runaways, runaways. Being runaways, runaways. Being runaways, running from all the things that make us wanna leave. Yeah, no one can know where we would go. It's gotta stay between you and me, 'cause we'll be runaways, runaways. We'll be runaways, runaways. We'll be runaways.
He is a very talented young man. His name is Trip Hamby, and I want to thank Crystal McMinn and all the fine folks over at Murraytown Entertainment for setting up the radio interview with him tonight. This was supposed to air more around Christmas, so that's why we mentioned Christmas time as well. And in my next interview tonight, in about 30 minutes, Billy Joe Jones, her interview is going to have a great Christmas song that she recently recorded for the 2024-2025 Christmas season as well. Welcome to the hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. That is our website. I'm live on it right now. Just scroll down a little bit and you'll see a radio player that says Radio Boss. Hit play on that and I'm live on it right now. There's also a QR code underneath that player where you can scan it with your mobile device and download the Tim Kelly Show radio app. And that only plays audio when I'm live on the air. So Triple Play Thursday's show, the one I was supposed to do last night, that's going to air Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, so you're going to get to hear live audio on that. A couple of great radio interviews there, and 3 songs in a row from everybody all show long. Be sure to tune in to that Sunday night at 7 o'clock. I'm going to be saying Thursday a lot on that show, but kind of confusing, but that's what happens when you have to miss one because you get sick or something like that. But it happens, unfortunately. Well, this next artist has been a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show a couple of times. He's a great Canadian artist with a brand new single called Missing You Soon, my good friend Jeff Orson on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
It's a crying shame we can't reverse what's gone from bad to worse.
I never thought I'd hurt this way again. There's no telling how we went wrong, but it's sadder than a country song. I believed our love was stronger than this. I suppose it only goes to show what the future holds in store. 'Cause I'll be missing you soon. Once you walk out that screen door, when your things are all moved, I won't be seeing you no more. And I'll be missing you soon. After we say our last goodbyes, there's a sad bit of truth that's been weighing on my mind, that I'll be missing you soon. I was hoping that we would never end, remain as happy as the day we met. I guess with time we all forget that newfound feeling. Whatever it was we felt that day, both of us slowly let it slip away. Now my heart is broken, there's not much hope of it healing. And it's kinda hard now looking back, remembering all that we had. 'Cause I'll be missing you soon. Once you walk out that screen door, when your things are all moved, I won't be seeing you no more. And I'll be missing you soon. After we say our last goodbyes, there's a sad bit of truth that's been weighing on my mind, that I'll be missing you soon. Why we disagree comes down to you and me. I always felt that we did right by one another. But if we're moving on and what we had is sadly gone, I think it'll be a while before my heart recovers. 'Cause I'll be missing you soon. Once you walk out that screen door, when your things are all moved, I won't be seeing you no more. And I'll be missing you soon. After we say our last goodbyes, there's a sad bit of truth that's been weighing on my mind, that I'll be missing you soon.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here.
Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
We found a box of pictures from a long time ago. Sat down for a good look, taking it real slow. And picture after picture, the same good-looking pair. They sure look familiar, but what's with all that hair? Who are those kids? Does anyone know? They sure look good wearing our clothes. Two familiar strangers so in love. Take a little closer look, that's us. Here they are again at the Jersey Shore. get a funny feeling we've met before. There's a good shot taken at the Baptist church where we swore to each other for better or for worse. Who are those kids? Does anyone know? They sure look good wearing our clothes. Two familiar strangers so in love. Take a little closer look. That's us. Been a long journey from those younger days. We're quite a bit older and a lot has changed. But you still look at me like you did back then. If I had the chance, I'd do it all again. Who are those kids? Does anyone know? They sure look good wearing our clothes. Two familiar strangers so in love. It's a little bit hard to believe that these photographs are you and me. Take a little closer look. That's us.
His name is Terry Dan from the great state of Florida. We recently had a great radio interview and got to hear the story behind that song. He's looking at old pictures, he and his wife, and he's like, wow, what's with all that hair? That's us back in the day. And great storytelling songs from Terry Dan. You can check out the interview that we did recently in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is on my website at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I had this next young artist on my show in 2024. She is from the great state of Texas. Her name is Megan Irby. This is called Long Ride on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best on this New Music Friday.
This town is slowing down. Sun is falling asleep. Full moon is hiding out behind those live oak trees. Come on, let's take a drive. We got nothing to do. Babe, go grab the key. I'll put on my shoes. I wanna take a long ride. Back road in the moonlight. Stare into those deep brown eyes. Stay up too late. Baby, move a little closer. I lay my head up on your shoulder. We're only getting older. Let's not wait. I wanna take a long ride. Sound up, humming along. It's just you and me. Never should have waited this long. Grabbing at the summer breeze. We got the world right now. We ain't got the time. And even though it's running out, forever you'll be mine. Yeah. I wanna take a long ride. Back road in the moonlight. Stare into those deep brown eyes. Stay up too late. Baby, move
Hey y'all, this is Ashley Ewing, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
I'm the life of the party everywhere I go, and you can always find me putting on a show. It seems I always have to prove the hand is quicker than the eye. Wipe away my tears before they see me cry. I'm a master of illusion. My magic looks so real, 'cause I can make a happy face when it's loneliness I feel. I'm a master of illusion. I've done these same old tricks for years, but I still can't make your memory disappear. I can tell everybody I've forgotten you, and I can even walk on air with someone new, and I can make a heartache look like it's not even there, concealing all my feelings with this mask I wear. I'm a master of illusion. My magic looks so real, 'cause I can make a happy face when it's loneliness I feel. I'm a master of illusion. I've done these same old tricks for years, but I still can't make your memory disappear. No, I still can't make your memory disappear.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
Tonight I'm staring at the bottom of an empty glass. It ain't the first and it sure as hell won't be the last. Thinking about memories back in the day, I'd be up losing sleep just cursing your name, but I packed you up and left it in the past. After 3 drinks, 2 hours climbing up the walls of this old locked tower, running low tonight, I finally get the feeling it'll be alright. I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1. Tonight I'm staring at the pieces that are left of me. You couldn't break me down, but there's an old soft side I still can't see. Fast cars and freedom, drunk Friday nights, there's no
lock tower. Right now, tonight I finally get the feeling it'll be alright. I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1. Starting at 1. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, climbing up the walls of this old lock tower. Right now, tonight I finally get the feeling it'll be alright. I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. Oh, I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1.
She is my good friend Ashley Ewing from the great state of Texas as well. That is a great song right there called 321. We just talked about that in a recent interview that we did in 2024. That is also in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Before that, a great talented young man that works with Clarksville Creative Sound. His name is Braden Ryle, and a hit song on his hands called Master of Illusion. We did the worldwide radio debut to this next song last Friday night and a great radio interview with Ryan Bodine, also who works with Clarksville Creative Sound. His latest single out to radio is called Ghost Town Road. Here it is now, live on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Every brick with his bare hands. I didn't know that could be done. Things were easy way back then, long before the turning winds, long before the clouds covered the sun. Out where the sun sets low, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. He took her back through that hometown. She vowed she'd never stick around. Them crickets ringing in her ears. 20 years how they flew by. The city girl within her died. No better time or place than here. Where the sun sets low, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. I go back from time to time past that old ghost town sign. Sometimes I wonder why'd I go out where the sun sets low. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. Best little town, I swear. Stop by if you dare. Further out in the middle of nowhere. Ooh. Out where the sun sets low. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Rain falls down on Willow Street, breeze blows me
To the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday, and I'm playing the best in new country music, and I'm excited to play three from this next young artist. Her name is Billy Joe Jones. How are you, my friend?
I am great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I appreciate the time this evening. It is a pleasure to have you on the program. I've been playing your music for a little bit.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate that. I'm excited to be here.
You are welcome. You're down there from the great state of Texas, not too far from where my wife's dad lived before he passed a few years ago, down there in Emory, Texas.
Yes, sir. That is where I'm from. I actually grew up on Lake Fork.
There you go. I love it. That is a trophy bass fishing lake that I know well. Last time I checked, and it's been a few years ago, their record bass just for that lake was over 18 pounds.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's pretty incredible there.
We talked about my good friend and yours, Mr. Don Woods, who lives down there in Quitman, Texas, right there on the lake as well. You know him.
Yes, I do. I sure do. I've known him for several years now.
That is awesome. And I've played his music for a long time, and we got to meet each other at the Wild Horse Saloon one night hanging out in Nashville, too, back in the day. So it's great to meet you on the radio, and I want to thank Scott Sexton for 2911 Media for setting us up tonight.
Yes, thank you, Scott. I sure do love him. I actually got to see him yesterday.
Absolutely. He's a good guy, and he just got a promotion, and it's well-deserved.
Yes, it sure is. I'm super proud of him.
Yep, absolutely. Well, he takes on some great artists. I'll tell you what, I don't have any problem saying new country's best behind your music. That's our tagline here at the radio station. So we're going to say it quite a bit tonight. You bet. You've been singing since you were just a little girl. You were raised by your grandparents, and you used to perform for them what we call now classic country music. Shania Twain, Dixie Chicks, Patsy Cline, Ray Price, Loretta Lynn, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yep. I guess you grew up listening to that pretty much, huh?
Oh, yeah. I grew up listening to what I call the oldies but goodies. So, you know, George Jones and Loretta Lynn and Patsy Cline, Tammy Wynette, they're all my favorites.
I say this quite a bit, especially about young artists like yourself and the females. They're influenced by people like Patsy Cline, who have probably been gone longer than you've been alive. Isn't that something?
That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy to think about.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, she just such a force in the world of music. What a voice. And you're same way, you know. In fact, you said that you don't want to waste that voice and that talent. You could do it just sitting at home, but you don't want to do that. You want to get in front of folks and touch people's lives by your music. And, man, I love reading that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that is absolute truth. I absolutely love performing on stage, but I think my favorite part of the night is when I get to go shake people's hands and they tell me their stories of, you know, how my songs have touched them. So that's pretty awesome.
And you got to open for the great Ray Price before he passed away. What a treat.
I did. I was actually 18 years old and got to open for Ray Price. I even shared a birthday party with him, you know, a couple years later, and stayed in touch with him and his wife, and even attended his funeral whenever he passed.
Wow. That is awesome. I play him on my classic country radio station. When I'm not doing this show, I'm on the radio 24/7 playing that classic country because, man, it's some good stuff. And I kind of, when I got into country music, the 90s country is what switched me over to country radio from DJing 80s music back in the 80s. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that the artists, a lot of them, like we've already mentioned, but there was the guys, especially from Oklahoma, Toby Keith and Garth Brooks and Vince Gill and those guys. That's really what got me into, and Blake Shelton later on, because I was living in Ada, Oklahoma, where Blake Shelton's from.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I spent 20 years in southeast Oklahoma before coming to Branson. You told me that you have been to Branson, too.
I have. My grandparents took me every year when I was growing up. We went every year. We'd go, you know, around October and go to Branson and went to Silver Dollar City and you know, did all the fun things there and watched all the shows, and it was so much fun. And I hope I can take them back to Branson one day soon. They're 90 and 86 years old, but I know they would sure love to go back. So I might have to make that happen pretty soon.
Well, absolutely. And in fact, I can get Scott or you some venues here that might be able to play. You might be able to get a performance at while you're here, and the grandparents.
Oh, that would be very cool.
Grandparents can watch you. They have this one weekly show. It's an hour-long program called Branson Country USA. I'm thinking you'd be perfect.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, so we'll get you that info and see if we can't make something happen there. Love to see you in what is called the live show capital of the world. You know, this little town's only 10,000 population, but about 8 or 9 million people come through here every year.
That is awesome.
So, and the fishing's pretty good around here too. We got Table Rock Lake, we got Bull Shoals.
I've heard that.
We got Taneycomo for the trout, so pretty good stuff. So, country music for you. There's a lot of genres out there, but I know that's probably one that you grew up on, and that's why you do it, huh?
Yes, for sure. I absolutely love traditional country music. So my goal is, been to blend traditional country with a little bit of modern.
Yeah. And boy, that's exactly fitting for this program because that's the kind of music I like to play. And like I said, I can already say New Country's best behind your music. And I've been doing that for a little bit. We've been playing you. And
that's awesome.
I saw that you got interviewed by a buddy of mine. His name's Roger from Roger the Wild Child Show. And that's kind of what turned me on to looking you up.
Yeah, I love Roger. I've talked to him a couple of times now. He's a great guy. A lot of fun.
Yep, and he has a show every Wednesday, so if you guys go over there and check it out. I did his promos for about a year, and, leading into his show and introducing him to everybody. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, and they play live on there. We're not going to ask you to do that tonight. We're going to play your fully produced stuff that you sent over, so
awesome.
We'll do that for you tonight, but I'll tell you what, I don't know what recording studio you use. We better give them a big shout-out because you sound fantastic.
Oh, yeah. We've definitely got to give a shout out to my producer, is actually Dolly Parton's producer, Kent Wells in Nashville. Yeah. And he is absolutely phenomenal. So, yeah, definitely got to give him a shout out for making me sound real good.
Yep. You work with some good people there. I'll tell you what, I hear his name a lot. Sidney Hanson, another good friend of mine. I've had Sidney on several times. She works with him as well and several others. So that's good stuff.
Very cool.
Now, did you write the music that we're going to play tonight, except for the Christmas song? And you may have wrote that too.
No, I didn't write the Christmas song.
I didn't think you did.
It's a little older than me, but
yeah.
I didn't write the other two you're playing, but there are several on my album that I just released in August that I wrote and co-wrote on there. So, the two you're playing tonight were actually written by Lynn Snow that owns the label that I'm on, Get Joe Records. So he wrote those two. And Some Girls Don't Cry actually just hit #1 in Texas. It was my second consecutive #1. And did really, really well. So super proud of that.
Awesome.
That song.
Congratulations. Yeah, and your Christmas song is called I'll Be Home for Christmas. That's a well-known song. You probably just tell the grandparents that I'll be home for Christmas.
Yes. It's actually their favorite Christmas song. So that's one of the reasons we picked that one.
You bet. I had to create a Christmas channel for the Indie Country television or the Indie Country radio station. So KICR has the Indie Country Christmas channel going on right now. And your music is playing on there even when we're not doing this show. So, you got some good ones.
Yeah, that is awesome. Well, thank y'all for playing my music. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, too. Tonight, you're getting on 8 radio stations around the country and around the world. How is radio airplay going for you? Because I know that it's harder for female artists, they say. That's not true here at this radio station because I do this show called Triple Play Thursday where I play 3 songs in a row from every artist, including the females.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. So radio has actually been very, very, very good to me. When we released my first single back in January, it flew up the charts, hit #1 in Texas and hit #1 on CDX True Indie several weeks in a row. And my second song, flew up the chart, hit #1. Radio has they've been loving me and showing me a lot of love. Yeah. And, I went and did the radio tour thing and, went all the way from Texas up to, Wisconsin and New York and all over the place, putting a face to my name and putting the work in. And I think the radio guys and gals are really appreciating that. And I'm definitely grateful for them, taking me under their wing and they're changing my life right now. So it's going really good.
That is awesome. And radio has the power to do that. When I grew up listening
they really do.
Yeah. When I grew up listening to radio and, I don't want that to ever die. And that's why I do this show. It was called Personality Driven Radio. I grew up listening to guys like Rick Dees and Casey Kasem and Jay Thomas, who has since passed, but, he used to be on Power 106 in LA. And then some of these great country country DJs, you know, and you know, the top 40 countdowns and things that they would do for country radio, and I love that, and that's why I wanted to do this show, and then mix it in with showcasing new talent that nobody's ever heard of, like you, and then we can look back 10 years, 20 years from now and say, I remember her. I did her first interview or something like that. So.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, artists like myself appreciate that so much. Radio has just been phenomenal, and I mean, we're pushing the Texas radio, but we're also pushing the mainstream, and you know, I got to have several, you know, interviews with the mainstream guys and gals, and it's going really good.
Yeah, it is. And I'm looking at some of the folks that you have had the pleasure to share the stage with, like Dina Carter, Neil McCoy.
Yeah.
I've met him in Branson before, and he's actually,
oh man, love Neil.
He's actually coming to Branson here pretty quick. He's going to be performing at this new Star Theater that they just opened up again
very cool.
behind the Olive Garden on the Strip. The great Gene Watson, Linda Davis, love her. Barbara Fairchild, we're friends on Facebook. I've actually met her in Branson as well. The Oak Ridge Boys, I've interviewed William Lee Golden a few times. Diamond Rio, Justin Moore, Wade Bowman, Pat Green, Stoney LaRue, Roger Krager, Sam Riggs, Brian White. He works with Brickshore Media. I love him. Jaron Neiman, Josh Abbott, Wade Hayes. My first concert was in Oklahoma in the 90s, was Wade Hayes and, what's his name? Opened up for Tracy Lawrence. David Ball.
Wow.
Wade Hayes and David Ball opening for Tracy Lawrence.
That's awesome.
That was a while ago. But
just a few years.
Yeah, and I'm friends on Facebook with Wade Hayes' wife, Leah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah, that's some good stuff. Kind of let me ask you this question then. If you haven't already done it, what is Billy Joe Jones' dream gig? An artist you would like to either open for that you haven't, or one that you would like to do a duet with maybe on stage?
Oh man, that's hard.
That's a loaded question.
That is. I mean, I'm thinking about 5 of them, you know, right as soon as you said it. But, man, I don't know. I think it'd be really cool, and this is probably, it might be a little unexpected, but I think it'd be really cool to do something with Ronnie Dunn. Do a little duet with Ronnie Dunn. I think he has one of the most underrated male voices that, you know, I've ever heard, and he's just phenomenal with whatever he sings. So I think that'd be a pretty cool duet.
There you go. I talked to Terry McBride a while back and interviewed him from McBride and the Ride. He wrote if you see him, if you see her. That
man, that's my favorite duet that Reba and Ronnie did.
Reba and Ronnie, awesome. Man, mine too. I love that. I sing that in the car to his part.
That's awesome.
So, you know, and I used to do that, and I still do it sometimes to radio, you know, trying to what we call hit the post. I get to put my voice over the intro of your song and try to stop talking before you start singing and introduce you to the world. That's what we love doing in radio.
Very cool.
But yeah, isn't that a neat process, you know, of songwriting and getting to bring people together through music like that, and you know, Reba and Ronnie and those kind of folks get involved. That's pretty cool.
That sure is.
Yeah, Terry McBride is a fantastic songwriter, and you get into kind of the backstory of some of these folks, and you never know that, you know, who the other artists that were that they wrote for. And of course, recently, unfortunately, we lost the great Chris Christopherson, who wrote a ton of hits for folks.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me ask you that now too, as a writer. Kind of, what is your writing style? Do you kind of have to hear the hook, or are you more lyric based, or what?
It's kind of both. I mean, I can, you know, come up with something from scratch, or if we're just co-writing, you know, sometimes I can take what someone else has and fix some words and move some stuff around. Or I just, you know, start from scratch by myself and you know, I've written a couple or a few songs by myself as well. So, I mean, it really just depends on, you know, if I'm writing for myself or if I'm writing for somebody else, or if we're, you know, doing a co-write. There's several different, you know, writing styles that I have. So just all depends on what we're doing. Yeah.
Your first song is called Whose Tequila Are You Drinking? There's not enough drinking songs in country radio, right?
No, there's definitely not enough drinking songs, I don't think. I don't think we'll be running out of drinking songs anytime soon.
No. So tell us the story behind this one.
Yeah, so Lynn Snow actually wrote this song. He owns Get Joe Records, and he it's pretty much about a girl confronting a guy that she used to see, and she knows that, you know, he only drank, you know, light beer, and he's sitting there holding a glass of tequila, and so she's like, whose tequila are you drinking? Because you've never drank that stuff before. So it's a cute song, but it's a confrontational song, really. But it's a good old two-stepper. So
there you go. And and that's exactly what I say about this show that I do on Thursdays, Triple Play Thursday. I get a good two-stepping song, you get a great ballad, a great storytelling song. I like to showcase a variety of all of that in that same artist. Man, you guys are so talented. You kind of show the versatility in that without, a lot of radio stations don't have time to play a whole EPK, or they just won't feature an album anymore or something like that. But I like to showcase that talent on that particular show. And doing these interviews, we give you 3 as well.
Oh, that is awesome.
So,
I appreciate that.
Love doing it. We're going to play Whose Tequila Are You Drinking? And her name is Billie Joe Jones. It is Billie on Billie. So when we go check her out on social media, we'll ask about that here in just a little bit. But we're going to play the song on this New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
It's hard to see you after all this time. These locals really make this place seem real. I come in here to escape all the madness, and the way you leaving me makes me feel. Whose tequila are you drinking? You never drank that stuff before. Light beer was all you can handle. Who you holding that drink for? I'd like to meet her if she's here tonight. Look her in her home, recognize. Before I tell her what I'm thinking, tell me whose tequila are you drinking? I apologize for this inquisition. I didn't mean to put you in this position, but I'm sure I was here first, and just when I couldn't feel worse, I see you here, and just like that, my heart can't take my eyes off that glass. Whose tequila are you drinking? You never drank that stuff before. Light beer was all you can handle. Who you holding that drink for? Like to meet her if she's here tonight, and look her in her home, recognize. Before I tell her what I'm thinking, tell me whose tequila are you drinking? See, I come in here to lose my grip on memories in time. Don't belong with her, you belong with me, like tequila, salted light. Whose tequila are you drinking? You never drank that stuff before. Light beer was all you could handle. Who you holding that drink for? Like to meet her if she's here tonight. Look her in her home, recognize. Before I tell you what I'm thinking, tell me whose tequila are you drinking? Before I tell you what I'm thinking, whose tequila are you drinking?
Her name is Billie Joe Jones. Whose Tequila Are You Drinking? Right there. Her brand new single on KICR, Indie Country Radio, and the Tim Kelly Show. And what a fantastic song. Well done.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. You are one of those young ladies that are keeping that Texas country music scene hot. Boy, and it's been that way for a while, but kudos to you for keeping that kind of country music alive.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure working hard at it.
Yep. They have
not stopping anytime soon, so we're going to keep it going.
They even have their own genre down there. They started with that Texas red dirt country. I love that too.
Yes, yeah. Texas is it's pretty much a world of its own.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know how else to explain it. People ask me that all the time, and I'm like, I don't know how to explain it except they're just a world of their own.
Yeah. Well, you know, back in the day, some of the artists that were here in Branson, the Roy Clarks, the Joe Diffies, Glenn Campbell, some of them had their own theater here. Mickey Gilley here for years. They were Nashville artists at one time, but they loved Branson so much, and there's so much beauty around here in these Ozark Hills that they moved to Branson to kind of get away from that big city life in Nashville. And
yes,
you know, a lot of artists have gone back to Texas, to their Texas roots. I know David Adam Burns that came up here and performed in Branson did that. He was in Nashville for a few years, but went back to Texas because he's even having more success down there, and that's probably true of several artists that I've talked to.
yes, yeah. He's doing really good.
Yeah. So have you guys met or performed together?
Yeah, we've done a couple of shows together.
No kidding.
I love him and his music. His voice is great.
Yeah, he is fantastic. Man, that is awesome. You know, I say it's a big world out there, but it's a small world in this indie community.
It's pretty small. Yeah, it's pretty small in the community for sure.
I've done this show now for 12 years, so we're all going to meet sooner or later.
Oh yeah.
And it's sure great to meet you tonight, for sure.
Yes, nice to meet you. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. Some Girls Don't Cry is the second song we're going to play for you. Tell us about this one, and I've been playing this one a little bit.
Yeah, so Some Girls Don't Cry is actually the title track of my first ever country album that I just released back in August. This song, I'm telling you what, it is so much fun. It is just a girl power anthem song, and I got to bring a few of my friends in Nashville. We did a music video to this song, so I'll be sure and go check that out on YouTube. But it's a fun one. So
Yeah.
this is Some Girls Don't Cry. Hope y'all like it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've got this TV channel that it's also in rotation on. It's called ICTV, or Indie Country Television, so you can also check it out on there. It's playing 24/7 with the great videos. I've known this for a while. There's so many great videos out there, and I like to see you guys in action and let people actually see what you look like and hear you singing. And that kind of wraps up the whole story behind the song thing, too, when you can see it in video. So I started that about 4 or 5 years ago. So ICTV, Indie Country Television. Yep.
Very cool.
So it's been a pleasure to have you on the radio as well today.
Yes. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And thank y'all for playing my music.
You are welcome. We're going to play your next song there, Some Girls Don't Cry. And then the third one's going to be your Christmas single, I'll Be Home for Christmas. And your version of it is fantastic. So good job on that.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's one of my favorites.
Where can folks reach out and find Billie Joe Jones on social media if they want to check out more of your music?
Yeah, you can find me at BillieJoeJones.com. It's BillieJoeJones.com. You can find my tour schedule and links to my music, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever come close to Branson, be sure to hook me up and I'll get you those the information on a few venues that maybe you can do that, and I'll sure come see you in the live show. That would be a treat.
I sure will. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Her name is Billie Joe Jones. This is called Some Girls Don't Cry on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I packed a suitcase for the weekend. You won't find me around. I might be headed out to Reno. All I know is I'm getting out of town. One door closes, another opens wide. Some girls don't cry. You thought you hurt me, you thought you got me good. Then you thought I'd take it back. Probably
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I'm dreaming tonight of a place that I love even more than I usually do. And although I know it's a long road back, I promise you I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents under the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. I'll get it up, boys. Oh, that's right. Take me on home to Texas. Please have snow and lots of mistletoe and presents under the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. If only in my dreams. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Her name is Billy Joe Jones. She is from the great state of Texas, and that is her rendition of I'll Be Home for Christmas. If you want to hear Christmas music all year round, including Billy Joe Jones, you can do that on the KICR Indie Country Christmas channel. That is on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. It is playing Christmas music 24/7, along with the Christmas greetings that the artist did for this coming year. And also, we have a video channel of ICTV, Indie Country Television. Got some great Christmas videos on there as well. Some of the classics and some of the independent artists mixed in there as well. Go check it out. It's snowing on that screen too, and will be even in July. If you get hot and you want to cool off, go check out that channel, and that hopefully will do it for you. We're going to cool off though this weekend. I want everybody to be safe out there and take precautions. Wind chill's going to be in the sub-zeros, so be careful this weekend. And the full weekly weather forecast is the very first thing on my website as well at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show. I am live on my website right now. I'm also live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air and live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. And Chris Nelson from the Chris Nelson Band, who I recently interviewed, is going to kick off the third hour of the program. Here he is right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
My heart is taking a hell of a beating. My restless soul keeps me from sleeping. The hardest part was watching your tail lights. What hurts the most is not knowing where there were words I could have spoken. I did all I could to make it right. All those days wishing and hoping, worked in that prison to keep us floating. Giving your all don't mean you'll get it back. This master bedroom is closing in like an 8x6 cell. We took our vows before heaven, then you put me through hell. I've done time. Your words like prison bars, baby, I've done time. Barbed wire around my heart. I gambled on your love, but you're the cheating kind. And it's a crime, baby, I've done time. Baby, I've done time. If I had known on our first date it would all end in a cold day, would have took the first train out of town. When I finally called your bluff, my left-hand ring fell like handcuffs. Mama tried to tell me something was wrong. That master bedroom closed in like an 8x6 cell. We took our vows before heaven, then you put me through hell. I've done time. Your words like prison bars, baby, I've done time. Barbed wire around my heart. I gambled on your love, but you're the cheating kind. And it's a crime, baby, I've done time. Baby, I've done time. I've done time. Your words like prison bars, baby, I've done time. Barbed wire around my heart. I gambled on your love, but you're the cheating kind. And it's a crime. Baby, I've done time. Baby, I've done time.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
You tell me you were
I used to break down at the sight or a sound of you across the room. The pain was so bad. Now you're standing here with both arms open wide, asking me for one more try. It almost makes me cry. Almost, but not quite. I'm over you just enough to find the strength to be tough. I've simply come too far to give you back my heart. And as I watch you fight the tears in your eyes, it almost makes me cry. Days without you went by like razors and knives that carved up my will for surviving. But time dulled the blades and healed the cuts they made. I can't forget the scars my heart is hiding. Now you ask me if I'm still in love with you, and my silence fills up the room. It almost makes me cry. Almost, but not quite. I'm over you just enough to find the strength to be tough. I've simply come too far to give you back my heart. And as I watch you fight the tears in your eyes, it almost makes me cry. Just enough to find the strength to be tough. I've simply come too far to give you back my heart. And as I watch you fight the tears in your eyes, it almost makes me cry. It almost makes me cry.
Not bad for 13 years young. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, her name is Ariel Franz. She works with sponsors of this program, Clarksville Creative Sound, and she has been a special guest a couple of times on the Tim Kelly Show, September the 6th last year of 2024, and she was my first guest on January 2nd of this year as well. You can check out the Tim Kelly Show interview archives to hear all of my previous interviews, and the ones with Ariel Franz, fantastic. She can sure sing, can't she? They all can. That's why they make it on this program. This next artist can as well. If you like Trace Atkins, you're going to love Christian Davis. This is called Ain't Bad for a Good Old Boy from Christian Davis on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best on New Music Friday.
I ain't the product of a trust fund. Far as money goes, I ain't got much. But I trade my time in the hot sun for love to get me by. My pickup's old and rusty. She rattles and stays dusty. But when that girl's there beside me, It shines, shines, shines. We got a roof to keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, garden that screen door, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. Ain't bad for a good old boy. She's gracing holy blue jeans with a face made for the movies. Yeah, she beats all I ever dreamed every time she wakes me up. She got a way of making something out of a whole lot of nothing. The honey in her loving is like money in my cup. We got a roof to keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, garden that screen door, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. I ain't bad for a good old boy. We got a roof, keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. Ain't bad for a good old boy. It ain't bad for a good old
Kenny Kershaw, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
What if you'd ever broke up? What if you'd ever left town? Packed up all your stuff, had enough, gotta lift out. God, I must have been lonely, waiting on a breakthrough. Not everyone shows up, but here's to the ones that do. If you wanna find a hero, you gotta look in the mirror. Yeah! Do you ever wonder how the hell you're standing now? After all the things that let you down, didn't drag you under, never thought you'd make it through, did you? It's been anything but easy, carrying the weight around. Hey girl, you know who's got your back now? All over again, would you do it the same? Do you ever wonder, woman? So they're calling you a loser, on the outs with the in crowd. Cause the joke wasn't funny, you got up and walked out. If you wanna find a hero, you gotta look in the mirror. Yeah! Do you ever wonder how the hell you're standing now? After all the things that let you down, didn't drag you under, never thought you'd make it through, did you? It's been anything but easy, carrying the weight around. Hey girl, you know who's got your back now? All over again, would you do it the same?
That is the brand new single from my good friend Arlene Quinn from north of the border in Canada. It is called Wonder Woman, and we recently had another great radio interview late last year in 2024. You can check out that in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. This next artist has been a special guest on my show many times, and he's got a brand new single that is super, super catchy. You're going to love it. It is called Y'all Come from Jonathan Lynn on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
When you live in the country, everybody is your neighbor. On this one thing you can rely. They'll all come to see you and never, never leave you saying, y'all come to see us by and by. Y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Hey! The kin folks are coming, they're coming by the dozen, eating everything from soup to hay. And right after dinner, they ain't looking any thinner. Here's what you'll hear them say. Y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Now grandma's wishing they come out to the kitchen and help to do the dishes right away. But they all start leaving, although that she's grieving. You can still hear grandma say, y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Oh, you all come to see us now and then.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
For the most famous words in motorsports, driver, start your engine!
RVs filling the infield, peddlers holding the cold beers. Just another day out on the roundy round. Pace car leading the parade lap. Feel the pulse of the horses on tap. Green flag waves stomping that hammer down. Here I go, pushing that red line. Wide open curtains to the inside. Stand rushing by with a roar in the blink of an eye. Ain't gonna take it slow. Got 500 miles to go. Living this life one left at a time. Pushing that red line. Searching for clean air, finding that groove, grabbing the low line and making my move. Crowd on the feet as they feel that tension grow. On my way to the head of the draft, fill the mirror of the leader of the pack. Down to a shootout, one more lap to go. Well, here I go, pushing that red line, wide up and cutting to the inside. Stands rushing by with a roar and a blink of an eye. Ain't gonna take it slow. Got 500 miles to go. Living this life, one left at a time. Pushing that red line. Let's push it. Pushing that red line, right up and cutting to the inside. Stands rushing by with a roar and a blink of an eye. Ain't gonna take it slow. Got 500 miles to go. Living this life, one lap at a time. Pushing the red line. Yeah, pushing the red line.
That is the title track from the latest project of my good friend Rich Owen. It is called Red Line. Who doesn't love some NASCAR and country music? Man, that goes perfect together, doesn't it? Rich Owen, he is from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And we had a great radio interview late last year as well that you can also check out in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. If you love traditional country music, you're going to love this next song. He is Will Bannister. This is called Forever With You on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a New Music Friday.
Girl, I know I hurt you bad. I'd sure love to have you back. I just pray that you give me a chance. God got mad as hell at me and put me through some misery for treating one of his angels like that. If I never see you in this world, I'll be up there somewhere waiting on you, girl, other side of the blue. All I want to do is spend forever with you. If I know you, I know you dream. Heaven's got a Tennessee with a stream and a cabin for two. When I get there, I'll find that place and sit there every single day on the porch, just waiting for you. If I never see you in this world, I'll be up there somewhere waiting on you, girl, other side of the blue. All I want to do is spend forever with you.
side of the blue. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend forever with you.
Country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
So you're saying not feeling yourself, but now you're talking to someone else. Say you don't wanna leave me on, but you don't wanna hurt me. You call me your pretty little thing, but now it's pretty darn easy to see. You've been flirting with the girl down the street, such a player obviously. Thanks for making this easy. Boy, don't worry, you don't mean nothing. I ain't wasting time or losing any sleep. So don't worry, I'll be okay. If I was crying any tears, it would be a shame. But I already forgot your name. Was it David, Derek, or Dan? I'll have to check my Instagram. So many DMs rolling in, so spare me the drama. This might be breaking news, but I'm totally over you. Call me crazy if you want to, just thought you should know. Boy, don't worry, you don't mean nothing. I ain't wasting time or losing any sleep. So don't worry, I'll be okay. If I was crying any tears, it would be a shame. But I already forgot your name. Don't you know some things ain't meant to be? Like fire and ice and you and me. Boy, don't worry, you don't mean nothing. I ain't wasting time or losing any sleep. So don't worry, I'll be okay. If I was crying any tears, it would be a shame. But I already forgot your name. I already forgot your name.
That is called Forgot Your Name. Don't forget hers. It is McKenna Faith Winters. Go follow McKenna Faith Winters all over social media and check out her other great songs. She is fantastic, and she has been a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show a couple of times in the past as well. This next artist makes great country music. His name is Stephen Wood. Stephen Wood Music is where you can follow him. Baby I Do on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this New Music Friday.
I know just where you come from and what you've been through. And I've heard you say that life's not fair. But maybe when I say that I love you, hon, I really do. There's nothing in my heart for you to be scared. ask for more when God opened the door and let your sun shine in. I've got no castle or fancy things, but you'll always be my queen. Oh, baby, take my hand forever. Understand, I wanna be your one and only man. The winds may blow harder in our future. Oh, but I know it won't fade us away. We'll ride the waves and hold on a little tighter. And in 100 years from now, you'll still hear me say, baby, I do, I will, I can be your one and only man. I couldn't ask for more when God opened the door and let your sun shine in. I've got no castle or fancy things, but you'll always be my queen. Oh, baby, take my hand forever. Understand, I wanna be your one and only man. Oh, baby, take my hand forever. Understand, I wanna be your one and only man.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
One more dead end Sunday. Think I'll leave the blinds down. Tired of all these useless weekends, living in this ghost town. Having a Hershey kiss and another glass of wine. One helps numb the hurt, one helps pass the time. Am I asking for too much? I wanna be lucky in love, lucky in love. Find a true romance, lucky in love. Roll the dice, take a chance. I need a midnight gambler to call my bluff. I wanna be lucky in love. Oh, I want someone who can drive me crazy with just a look across the room. Don't know when and I don't know where, but I hope Lady Luck shows up soon. Ate the last Hershey kiss, drank another bottle of wine. Who knew looking for love could drive you out of your mind? Am I asking for too much? I wanna be lucky in love, lucky in love.
That is a brand new single from my good friend Sharon Marie White from Canada. That is called Lucky in Love, and I'm lucky I got that song. It is a good one, and I'm lucky I get to play it on the radio tonight as well. Thanks for tuning in to New Music Friday. How about this next talented young gentleman, 20 years young, and his name is Caden Wilson. This is called Make Her Love Me on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Daddy knows the answer to everything. How to skin a buck and wet a line and fix that truck to make it mine. But Daddy, there's something I need to know. I love a girl that don't love me. I know that I'd treat her like a queen. To me, that's exactly what she is. Pray one day she'll come around. I'd steal her heart if I knew how. So Daddy, can you please tell me, how do I make her love me? Well, I've done all that I know to do. Held the door, I heard her cry about all them other guys, but I can't seem to make her mine. I love a girl that don't love me. I know that I treat her like a queen. To me, that's exactly what she is. I pray one day she'll come around. I'd steal her heart if I knew how. So Daddy, can you please tell me, how do I make her love me? I took her hand, she took my name, and now that she feels the same. I get to love a girl that now loves me. I always treat her like a queen, and cause to me that's exactly what she is. And now I finally made her mine. I love her till the day we die. And Daddy, thank you for all your advice. I finally made her mine. She's all mine.
Hi, I'm Rick Revel, and you're listening to my good buddy Tim Kelly on The Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I was born down in Dixie, and there are those who try to fix me. I got rebel blood flowing in my veins. It seems to drive them all insane. I don't buy the lie they sell. I want the truth and not a fairy tale. They don't listen to what I say. They want things just their way. I'm a southern man in a strange land. The South ain't the place that it used to be. On a court square, here go, there's no statue there for you to see. You can't erase what took place. You have to learn from your mistakes. I'm a southern man, taking a stand while I can. God save the Southland. Serve that old red, white, and blue. I'm mighty proud of my bloodline, but some won't like what they're gonna find.
a loyal son of the South, but I'm a patriot without a doubt. I hate seeing freedom fade away. America kneel and pray. I'm a Southern man in a strange land. America ain't what she used to be. On the court square, you gone there. There's no statue there for you to see. You can't erase what took place. You have to learn from your mistakes. I'm a Southern man, taking a stand when I can. God save the Southland. I'm a Southern man in a strange land. The South ain't the place that it used to be. On the court square, you go there. There's no statue there for you to see. You can't erase what took place. You have to learn from your mistakes. I'm a Southern man, taking a stand while I can. God save the Southland. God save the Southland. God save the
His name is Rick Revel. He's a good friend of mine from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. That is called Southern Man in a Strange Land. He's got some great country music. You got to go check him out. Rick Revel is where you can find him all over social media. And thank you, Rick, for a great radio liner and for a great radio interview late last year that is also in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. This next talented young artist is 15 years young. She's got a great video to this song. You can check it out on ICTV, Indie Country Television, also on my website. Her name is Mackenzie McKetty. She works with my great sponsors at Clarksville Creative Sound. This is called Powder Keg on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming with the charge you set in place. So I've been hiding in a bunker to your latest fall from grace. You're running round on me, gave me the primer and the load. Now this powder keg you're dancing on is ready to explode. Yeah, you crumbled our foundation, built the bricks we laid by hand. Then you set loose with the wrecking ball that crushed our wedding bands. My heart's like smoking residue from the barrel of a gun, and this keg will blow your cheating heart from here to kingdom come.
taste of dirt. Got a brand new lift kit, mossy oak gear shift, grinding it out of first. Oh man, you should be against the law, man. Sad to sing every song, man. Please can't you tell me why bad things happen to good trucks? How come the Lord Almighty let a Ford stay shiny and a Chevy just turn to rust? In a world full of people and all of their evil, that's the one thing keeping me up. Why do bad things happen to good trucks? Started out without the mailbox up on center blocks, grass growing through the dash. My cousin Waylon didn't make the payment, so the bank came and took it back. Oh man, it should be against the law, man. Sad to sing every song, man. Please can't tell me why do bad things happen to good trucks? How come the Lord Almighty let a Ford stay shiny and a Chevy just turn to rust? In a world full of people and all of their evil, that's the one thing keeping me up. Why do bad things happen to good trucks? Oh yeah. To good trucks. Why do bad things happen to good trucks? Why do bad things happen to good trucks? How come the Lord Almighty let a Ford stay shiny and a Chevy just turn to rust? In a world full of people and all of their evil, that's the one thing keeping me up. Why do bad things happen to good? Bad things happen to good. Bad things happen to good trucks.
That is the latest single from my good friend Eli Mosley. He's another great artist from the great state of Florida, and that is his latest single out to radio, Bad Things, Good Trucks. You're going to get to hear the story behind that song on January the 23rd on a Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. He's going to be one of my special guests, and he's got some great music. We're going to hear the stories behind those songs, and every artist on that show gets played 3 times in a row. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. Well, it is almost closing time for the Tim Kelly Show on this New Music Friday. Let's play this next song that I haven't played in a while to close out the show. He is from season number 6 of NBC's The Voice, Team Blake, and my good friend Jake Worthington. It is called Closing Time on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
It ain't the stories that old jukebox tells. It ain't calling shots over 8-ball felt. Ain't how the neon shines through a smoke-filled room. Ain't hard to understand what keeps me on this stool. It just ain't close enough to closing time for me to leave this bar and our love behind. I know I'll close my tab with you off my mind. It just ain't close enough to closing half a day and half a night to make half a man feel half alright. And when I hear last call, I'll get to leave this place. Oh, It ain't calling shots over 8-ball film.
Once again, he is my good friend Jake Worthington, an alumni artist of season number 6 of NBC's The Voice, Team Blake, and a great tune called Closing Time. Well, that's exactly what time it is on the Tim Kelly Show. I want to thank my special guests, Trip Hamby and Billy Joe Jones, for joining me on the program tonight. Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, we're going to record Triple Play Thursday, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews scheduled for that show as well. Brittany Nicole and Tori Martin will join me, so be sure to tune in to everybody getting played 3 times in a row on Triple Play Thursday, but that's going to air this coming Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll see you on the radio. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of